Choose your life. Don't just take what it gives you. And man, I just want to have a real conversation today about manhood. Um, Forget the glitz and the glam. I'm not at the microphone. I'm not doing none of that today. I just want to have a real conversation with somebody about manhood. And I want people to really understand about manhood. I'm 37 years old, no kids. I'm a single bachelor in the DFW area. But most of all, I'm from Louisiana. And I'm continuously evolving and I'm growing as a man. I'm evolving and I'm growing as a man. And I'm learning things all the time. And a true good man is always trying to evolve. He's always trying to do better. So let's just talk about manhood. You feel what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. What is manhood? You know what I'm saying? I believe the beginning and the preliminaries of manhood is when a man realizing that he's no longer a boy. And that does not have an age limit. See, this is a real conversation today. When a man realizes that he can't be a boy anymore. See, I'm 37. I can't be a boy no more. But I was a boy until I was like 31, 32. I know that's hard for people to really grasp. You know why I say that? It's because a man accepts responsibility for his life. He's not pointing the finger. You know, as a man, you can't point the finger. You got to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I got to do whatever it takes to take care of my family. I got to do whatever it takes to take care of me. It's real out here. I'm not even going to get into the logistics of just being a black man. I'm just going to talk about being a man. We live in a world to where I think men have lost their thought process. Real talk. We're not made to be liked. No. Men are not made to be liked. Not supposed to like no man. Our respect causes us to be loved. Our respect causes us to be loved. Because respect is the most important thing. A man is supposed to be respected. He's not supposed to be liked. A father respected. A husband respected. A brother respected. A son respected. You're not supposed to be liked. A lot of times when you like something, it's because it caters to what you feel. You can like and dislike something, but you can like and dislike something that you respect. Like I'm to the point to where, and I'm realizing this here because I've had things go on behind closed doors to make me realize, really, a man has to realize that he's by himself. Yeah, I know a lot of people not gonna really like what I'm about to say, but a man is by himself. Yeah, he realizes that. Because guess what? That child that you have, he gonna cater to the mama. Because children really do not accept you as a father until they're older in life. Because more than likely, the man is the disciplinarian. He's the one that's putting the law down. He's the one to put his foot down. Yeah, you by yourself. And let's get into it. Let's get all the way into it. You by yourself. And what happens is that when you get a woman in your life, remember this here. That woman can love you. That woman can love you. I'm not saying she can't. But guess what? When you leave this world, that woman gonna go to somebody else. That's no knock on women. That's just what it is. She got to do what's best for her life. But as a man, I respect it. See, a real man looks at life for what it is. And he understands that any goal, ambition that he had, he got to go take it. We're not blessed with the privilege of waking up and being nice looking. Nothing against the women. Let me make sure I put this out. Nothing against the women. But women, y'all are blessed. A lot of y'all are blessed. You wake up, you're beautiful. You wake up, you fine. You wake up, you go through transition in life to where you fine as fine can be. You're beautiful. People are going to be drawn to you. But a man, we don't have those characteristics. If we don't work out, we don't be physically appealing to you all. If we don't go to work, we do not be financially appealing to y'all. If we don't educate ourselves on intellectual level, we are not appealing to you all. We have to work from day one of our life. We got to get beat up. We got to fight when we're younger to build the confidence to be a man, to build the endurance to persevere in things. We got to. We got to go out in the world and know that, guess what? Everything revolves on our shoulders. That's just what it is. It ain't about being fair. Life is not fair. Because guess what? The weak man gonna say it's unfair that the strong man got the promotion, got the job, got the wife, got the children. He's gonna say that, but it's not unfair. It's fair. You know why? Because he put the work in. The truth about manhood is that we are not. Listen. The truth about manhood is that a real man understands that the conditions of life are what we make it. Yeah, that's just what it is. You can sit around here and cry, but that ain't gonna get nothing done. You can sit around here and cry all you want to, but what's that's gonna do? You get fired, what you gonna do? You gotta go get another job. End of discussion. No need to complain. Keep pushing. You got fat, you know why? Because you start working out. It's really just that simple. You get a divorce, so what? Go get you another relationship. Deal with it. Use that anger and pain and put it to being productive. Take what it takes from that and go. Listen, every minute, every hour, every second counts in your life. So you either going to sit there and complain or you're going to do something about it. A man is a man. I'm going to stand 10 toes down and stand up what I stand on. I'm not running from nothing. That's what a man does. And a man doesn't have to. Let me tell you something. A man is not just this gladiator that walks around with a shield and a sword and he's just slaying people. No. He walks around with a shield and a sword to slay problems, because he has to understand that it's his problem. When the problems of the family come, it's on the man. Listen, because the reality of it is that if he can't take care of it, and the woman has to take care of it, he knows in some kind of shape, form, or fashion that more than likely he's looked at differently. It's lonely, but it's just what it is. A real man has to put his faith in God and put his best foot forward. That's real manhood. And when you do that, your feelings don't get hurt no more. The Bible said everything and all things get an understanding. A real man understands that. He doesn't have the privilege of complaining. A real man does not have the privilege of giving up. A real man has to take what he has and make the best of it. And it's not about being macho man. No, it's about knowing that I got to understand that I can't wallow in sorrow. I can't wallow in sorrow. I have to get up and get it every single day. But in the midst of this, it makes you feel so good. Knowing that my family can depend on me, knowing that my parents can depend on me, knowing that my kids can depend on me, knowing that my friends can depend on me. That's what a real man does. A real man looks for responsibility. A real man takes on responsibility. And he says, you know what? I am the way I am, and I want to be this way because I want people to be able to depend on me, because I can depend on myself. I can depend on myself. And guess what? As a man, you become what people want to be around. People don't want to be around a man that complains all the time. People don't want to be around no lazy man. People don't want to be around a man that does not have any kind of morals or virtues about himself. They don't want to be around that. They want to be around a man that's secure in himself. And security is not just money. Security is that you're going to be honest with them. Whatever you say you're going to do, you're going to do. You're a man of integrity. You're a man of moral code. But in order to get there, you have to understand that as a man, we cannot complain. Listen to me. And I'm not saying, listen, because I know people love to mix up words. What I'm saying about complaining, I'm going to tell you about complaining. As a man, what I got to do is this here. I got to say what I'm going to say and be off of it. That's it. I'm going to share something with you. Me and my ex-wife, she put me out November the 29th of 2016. I didn't speak on it. I didn't go to social media. I didn't bash women. I went home I went to my mother's house, my mother and father's house. Let me share something with you. I went to my mother and father's house, sat on that couch, and said, what could you have done different, Roy? And whatever you did to get in this situation, don't get it in again. End of discussion. And to this day, you'll never hear me say not one derogatory thing about my ex-wife. You know why? Because I'm a man. Men don't sit there and gossip. They don't sit there and bad. That's not what men do. You see the problem, you assess the problem, and you fix the problem. I'm not sitting there and bashing women. I'm not. It's over with. Move forward. What about you that you need to fix? That's what a man does. I didn't walk around my mouth stuck out. I didn't walk around complaining. I took it to the chin and I moved forward. Yeah. That's what I did, because I understand as a man, I can no longer make excuses, because I'm not a little boy. I'm not a little boy. I want y'all. I want people to really think about it. Real men assess the situation, and they don't say stuff more than once or twice. I'm being honest with you. And what I'm saying by that is that men do not sit there and continually talk about the same thing over and over again. Oh, I'm so sick of this car. This car getting on my nerve. Go buy your new. And people be like, it ain't that simple. Yes, it is. Let me tell you, I didn't even have a car. When I got put out, I didn't even have a car. I didn't even have a vehicle. I had to drive my dad's work truck. To the barbershop because I was cutting hair at the time. I had to drive my dad's work truck. I didn't complain not one time. And to tell you the truth, I'm going to tell you how G my dad is. I'm going to tell you how G, love Pops for this. I went to him, I was like, Pops, can you co-sign me a car? I can pay for it. Can you co-sign my car? He looked me dead in my face and said no. I ain't get mad at Pops. Well, I ain't get mad at Pops. You know why? Because he raised me to be a man. I said, Pops, I need a co-sign. He said no. I'm not signing for no car. Babe, I didn't get in my feelings. I said, okay. I'm off of it because that's old weird. I didn't ask Pops. He said no. I'm not sitting there gonna be like, he know he wrong. I'm his son. So what? The world don't care. Because when you go to that car dealership and you ask again, you try to sign for a car and they tell you no, you don't get in their feelings. You don't get in your feelings then. So don't do that to them. When you go to the bank and try to get a loan and they tell you no, don't get in your feelings. What you do is you assess the situation. And I said, I got to do what I got to do. So guess what I had to do? I had to network. I had to make something happen. So I calling around, everybody I run into, there's a car, said, hey man, I need a car. Is there anything I can do? Because that's not what a man does not waddle in his sorrow and feel sorry for himself. You don't have time to feel sorry for yourself as a man. It's not fair, but that's just what it is. We don't have that privilege. Les Brown said it best. It's not fair that birds eat worms. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. So get what? I had to call around. Say, hey man, what's going on? Hey, I mean, I'm trying to get my credit ain't good. I'm trying to get a car. What can you didn't give me a car? He said, what your credit look like? It was like a 5 something at the time. He said, well, look, bro, I'm just gonna be honest with you. If I ran across somebody and said, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You gonna have a high interest rate and you might not get the car you want, but that's not their problem. That's my problem. That's my problem. Get me in a Camaro. He said, well, look, I get you in the car, but you got to put $1,200 down. You got to realize I'm broke. So get what I got to do. So now I see the problem. I'm assessing the problem. Get what I got to do. I got to be at that barbershop from sun up to sundown, saving every single penny. I can't get the meal. I got to just get the sandwich for a little while. Grind day in, day out. I got to be the first one there, last one leave. All day, all night. I can't turn no customers down. I can't turn no customers down. I can't talk on the phone. I can't go on that date because I'm a man and I got stuff I got to take care of. See, this is what you got to understand, that you're not no little boy no more. And if you want the riches and glories that God really wants for you as a man, you got to do what it takes. That's why you say obedience is better than sacrifice. If I just be obedient to what God tells me to do, that's just what it is. My credit will be better if I ain't owe nobody. The Bible says, "Oh no man, nothing but love." Okay, so I'm outside of the realm of what God wants for me as a man. So what I need to do is take care of my credit. So long story short is that I had to get in place to where I was able to go back, get that man that $1,200 and pay that car note. Because what happened is, in the midst of that, it made me better. Because guess what it made me say? I got things I got to work on. I got to stop buying shoes. I got to stop faking in front like I got it like that. And I need to really stand on principles. See, a real man understand he's not here to be liked. He's here to be respected. And respect does not mean that you got to go up and beat people up or do anything harmful. Respect means that you got to be a man that stands on his word. And when you stand on your word, people respect you in a different light. When they look at you and say, "Hey man, one thing I said about him, he stand up." Listen, it's all a facade. If you look at a lot of majority of the men that people really respect, them folks ain't had fights. A lot of these people ain't never had no war wounds. They ain't never even been in no problem. You just respect that they stand on their word. They stand on their word. Standing on your word is the first thing as a man. I know men right now that ain't never had a fight a day in their life, and they walk in the room and you feel their presence because their word is solid. It's solid. Their word is solid. As a man, the reality of manhood is that you and your word, look here, you and God is all you got. Them kids gonna grow up and go on. That woman will leave. I'm not saying she's going to, but that woman will leave you. That woman, if you leave this earth, that woman gonna be with somebody else. So what I'm telling you is that the only thing that's concrete is your word and your relationship with God. That's all a real man got. He knows that. He knows that the relationships that he have is based on who he is as a man. Ain't nobody just liking you just to like you.